as the scorching sun dipped below the barren horizon, casting a bloody orange glow across the desolate wasteland. Kael trudged forward, his weathered boots sinking into the dusty terrain. The once majestic landscape now lay in ruins, a testament to the cataclysmic event that had ravaged the world. Kael's eyes, a piercing shade of blue, scanned the horizon, ever vigilant for signs of danger. His hand instinctively rested on the hilt of his sword, a trusted companion in this unforgiving world. Kael's thoughts, however, were consumed by a different kind of danger, the one that had driven him to this unforgiving quest. The memory of his brother's betrayal still seared his mind like a branding iron. Thrain, once a sworn ally, had turned against him, leaving Kael for dead in the ruins of their ancestral home. The wound still lingered, a festering sore that refused to heal. Kael's determination to exact revenge had become an all-consuming force, driving him to traverse the treacherous wasteland in search of his treacherous brother. As he navigated the rubble-strewn streets, Kael stumbled upon a hidden entrance, cleverly concealed behind a tattered awning. The air around him seemed to thicken, heavy with anticipation. He pushed aside the debris, revealing a narrow passageway that plunged into darkness. A spark of curiosity ignited within him, and he stepped into the unknown, his sword at the ready. The passage twisted and turned, leading Kael through a maze of tunnels and hidden chambers. The air grew thick with the scent of decay, and the silence was oppressive, punctuated only by the soft rustle of unknown creatures. Kael's senses were on high alert, his heart pounding in anticipation of what lay ahead. As he turned a corner, a faint light flickered in the distance. Kael's eyes adjusted slowly, and he beheld a makeshift settlement, huddled together in a desperate bid for survival. His gaze swept the gathering, searching for a familiar face. That was when he saw her, Ira, a woman with hair as black as the night sky and eyes that shone like stars. She had been a member of their clan, a skilled healer who had tended to Kael's wounds after the betrayal. His heart swelled with a mix of emotions, love, duty, and a deep-seated sense of responsibility. Ira's eyes met Kael's, and a spark of recognition flashed between them. She took a step forward, her hand extended in a gesture of peace. Kael's grip on his sword tightened, his mind torn asunder by conflicting loyalties. His duty was clear, to avenge his brother's betrayal, but his heart yearned for the comfort and solace Ira offered. As he hesitated, a commotion erupted at the edge of the settlement. Thrain, Kael's treacherous brother, emerged from the shadows, a cruel smile twisting his lips. "You'll never take me alive, Kael," he sneered, drawing his own sword. Kael's instincts screamed at him to charge forward, to settle the score once and for all. But Ira's presence stayed his hand, her eyes pleading with him to reconsider. For a moment, the two brothers locked gazes, the air thick with tension. Then, in a flash of movement, Thrain turned and fled, disappearing into the darkness. Kael's heart sank, his chance for revenge slipping through his fingers like sand. He turned to Ira, his eyes searching for answers. "Why did you let him escape?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Ira's expression was somber, her eyes filled with a deep sadness. "Because, Kael, there's more to life than revenge. There's love, duty, and honor. Sometimes, the hardest choice is the one that sets us free." Kael's grip on his sword relaxed, his mind reeling with the weight of Ira's words. He knew that this was far from over. Thrain would return, and next time, only one of them would walk away. But for now, Kael chose to stand by Ira, to forge a new path, one that balanced duty and love in a world gone mad. The wasteland stretched out before them, a desolate expanse of uncertainty. But together, they would face whatever lay ahead.